If only I had a better countdown. Oh, wait, I do.
Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go.
Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for Sketching the Privateer. I am your host, Joe's Atmosphere. It's good to see you. I hope you're having a good Friday, as I am doing. Let's go ahead and get some things going here. First of all, I've got to get my brother's music on. Let's see, where is that fool at? There he is. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check it out, boys and girls. His newest album is right here. It's called Astral Plane. You can find it anywhere where you get music from. And I, of course, am going to be playing it on the YouTube channel. Let's go ahead and put that on shuffle and play. Yeah. That way you can hear my brother jamming in the background. So yeah, check out Sharking for Pearls everywhere where you get your music, okay? This is his fourth album. He's put 4 out in just a little bit over a year. I think he's been doing it about a year now. So this damn thing just continues to sag. He just wants to battle with me. I don't know why it does that. But anyway, it's good to see you guys. Hope you're doing well. Let me double check my settings because, you know, these things like to mess up occasionally. Let's see. Yeah, no, everything's right. We got that set up correctly. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the rest of this going. Go ahead and get my Twitch up and running real quick. So how has the week been? A lot of stuff in pop culture dropped this week. You guys let me know what you think in the chat of everything. Speaking of the chat, let's check in on that real quick and see who's here today. Of course, the hardest working wrench in the business, Mr. Vince Womack, is here. Also on board today is Low Spec. What's going on? The Penguin Master, Low Spec Linux Gaming, is here. If you guys don't follow Low Spec, you really need to, man. He's got a great channel. He plays some of the coolest video games you've ever seen, and he is part of the Master Race. He's a computer gamer. So yeah, check him out. Also, Juliet is here. What's going on? Good to see you. And my wife is here. She's checking things out. Wow. Music is 5x5, Vince says. And when things get older, they tend to sag. Listen to you, man. Yeah, I've had this microphone for a while. You're absolutely right. That's a fact. They tend to sag, don't they? But anyway, let me get the iPad stream up and going. Oh, shoot. I'm just clicking away here. I was playing with an AI picture today, and I'll show you whenever I get it going here. Just something for a future thumbnail. Let's see. Twitch. It's right there. You know, no matter how soon I start, I never have this thing set up first. You would think this would be the first thing I'd set up, but no. It's always the last thing I set up. Let's see. What's funny is when you're doing this on an iPad, you have to say you're streaming games. Oh, nice. They've got art up there automatically. Kick ass. Getting this going real fast. Okay. I gotta go Michael Jackson now, guys. Gotta go Michael Jackson. And by the way, speaking of my lovely wife, the Foxy one, she did some really cool stuff for me. Guys, I'm going to work on the website this weekend and get some of this stuff to where you guys can get it if you want to, because, man, this is really cool stuff she comes up with. Let me double check and make sure that my stuff is running over here on Twitch. And yes, it is. So we'll go full screen with that. We're good to go. Okay. So, let's see. We'll put this up on that so we can see. Let's see. Is it going out correctly? Yes, it is. Okay. This is what I was working on for a future thumbnail earlier. Check it out. It's this one right here. I made this in AI, and then I've got another program where I was able to color her. You know, the original picture is hang on, I'll show you. Where's the photographs? Photos are right here. The original picture is right there. That one came from an AI program. I can't remember which one I used, but I thought it was really cool. It came out nice. And of course I used a reface. That's actually my wife's face. That's what she looks like in the face. And you know me, I like to play with reface. And it's got a bunch of, and I just used another program to color it, and I was going to go on here and try and put some finishing touches on it, but it's so pixelated, it's not worth even trying. So we're going to have to try something else with that. But I got to show you guys what she made for me just recently here. Now, the reason why I said the website, I'm going to get to work on the merch part of it. I really need to get a merch store opened up on it. She made me these keychains, man. Check these things out. They're you know, the leather type thing. I don't know if they're actual leather or not, but you got a Royal Fox one here. I'm trying to get my camera to focus in on it, but I guess it's kind of tough for it to do it. I don't know, with all the stuff behind it. But anyway, that's the Royal Fox one. You guys know I've done character studies of all these guys. Then you got the family portrait one. All right. And then you've got the privateer himself. That's the one that Martin wants on a coffee mug. Apparently this guy looks a lot like a Venezuelan revolutionary hero from their revolution. I know that's kind of blurry looking, but it's hard to get it to focus on it and stay there. But anyway, not only that, but I thought this was the coolest, man. Check out the friggin' mouse pad she made with her character on it. Is that badass or what? I think that's awesome. right? And then, of course, she made me another family portrait one, right? I love it. I love the stuff she does when she does sublimations. These are mouse pads, guys. If you don't know, if I didn't make that clear, but yeah, I'm gonna get this stuff on the merch site so she can make it for you if you want one. You'll see pictures already there of the coffee mugs she makes and stuff. So be looking forward to that. I'm gonna dive into that this week and get to work on that. So it'll be available for you. Let's see. Who else is in here? Das Wolfen is here. It's good to see you, man. How you doing? Let's see. Low Spec says Elite Dangerous Frustration Simulator and Space Slim. I rage with the tutorial. Really? You rage quit? Did you? Ed is good. Haven't played it in a while. These guys get together and they talk some crazy nerd stuff. Let's see. Das Wolfen says that is what wine is for, Vince. Yeah. So let's see. Ed is not on the list of games available on Linux. I don't know. These guys are getting into gaming talk. But anyway, let me know what you think of the stuff Foxy made for me there, guys. Let's see. Yeah, they're just talking about Linux stuff. Okay, so let's get to work on the panel we're on, shall we, guys? Let's go with. Let's go ahead and get this up here, and we will get to work. We are on this page right here. Like the way it's looking. I think I was going to work on this wing right here for the helicopter next. Let's see. I've got to. Now, I was playing with this earlier on a different program, so I have to set all the pencils back the way they were. Inking. Okay, we're all set there. And I don't want syrup. I want Bakersville. You guys know I use Bakersville like it's going out of style. All right, now this is going to have a sound effect on it. And I guess I could go ahead and do the lettering for the sound effect, huh? Let's see. Chink is the sound effect I'm going to use on it, so let's see what we can do here. My first sound effect. My first sound effect, guys. Can you handle it? Let's see how it comes out. How you liking Danny's music, guys? So glad he's doing something with his passions. He does dig the guitar, man. I don't know if I've mentioned it to you guys or not, but he is a student of the lead guitarist for Black Label Society. He's a big fan, and it's not the guy that does the singing. It's his guitarist that plays with him. All right, let's see. I was about to say, if you're going to stop playing, I'm going to get upset. Okay. I'm trying not to dip into the other things. I'm going to have to do some erasing there because I overlapped, but I kind of wanted to on that one. Oh, shit. Stay there. And you know what? That's starting to make it look like a little bit like an X. So let's blow that up and repair that real quick. Let's make that a little bit straighter line. No, that's not good. Hang on. Boom. There we go. That's what we want. That looks better. I know it sounds like a small detail, but you know, when you want straight lines, you want straight damn lines. Let's get rid of the overhead lap here. Now, I do this lettering style a lot in different things, and a lot of times I put shadow behind it, but this is a sound effect. So, okay, there we go. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Das Wolfen says the keychains are cool. Don't forget to check your layer before drawing. Oh my God, thank you, sir. I am on the right one. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you so much, sir. If I'd have had to redo that, I'd have been mad. Let's see. Okay, they're still talking video game stuff in the chat there. Yeah, I'll tell you, Vince and Low Spec, when they get in the same chat, man, they start talking that geekazoid stuff, that computer gaming stuff, man. But anyway, yeah, I dig the keychains too, man. I do. I really like hers. I love how her stuff comes out. But then again, it's an action pose, right? Hang on, let me do this real quick. It's an action pose, right? So it comes out looking really cool. I told her the change I'd like to see, and fans of the Lord of the Rings know what I'm talking about. You know, she's a sorceress, and she's a nature sorceress, kind of like, right? So I told her to put a green forest, you know, thick green forest in the background. You know what I'm saying? And somebody is calling me in Shreveport. Sorry about that, guys. Let me put this thing on silent. I don't even know who that is. But anyway. All right. I got to fix my glasses, too. It's a little trick my wife taught me. So you don't see big circles in my face. You tilt your glasses up a little bit. So. Okay. Anyway, let me see what I've got here. Do I have everything I need up here? Yeah, I believe I do. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, back to the drawing. We did the sound effect. Let's make sure let's go ahead and turn off that layer, the sketch, and see. Yeah, that's going to look cool, I think. Chink. Oh, wait. I see something needs to be fixed there. Looks like I got a little finger sticking off the eye there. Hang on. Okay, there we go. All right. So, I want to. I think that torpedo came out looking really cool. I really need to show the propeller whirring behind it, but I think the way we're going to do that is, damn, there's a hair on my screen. Okay. I think the way we're going to do that is with some lines. Let's just draw some lines in there, and we'll make this a different color. I mean, if I was really crazy about it, I would, you know, make these different shades and stuff, but I don't think we need to do that. I think we just need to have them coming out from the center like a wheel to show that a propeller is turning. You know what I mean? Or maybe they shouldn't be straight lines. Yeah, they should be. Yeah, there should be. It'll look like a fan, right? Uh-oh, Danny's getting down. He's starting to sound like Eddie Van Halen. What's going on with that? He's getting down, boys and girls. What's the name of this? Well, I can't do it without getting rid of my picture. You guys go check out his music. You'll see what this stuff is. And then right here we need some. Yeah, I think that'll do it. Okay, so let's turn the sketch back on so we see what's going on here. All right. So, how do I want to... I guess we'll put a little burst behind it. It doesn't have to be a huge burst, I don't think. I think we just get one of these. And of course, that'll be a different color from the lettering, right? Actually, let's just do it top and bottom. I think that'll work. What do you think? I'm about to mess up. There we go. Hang on. We'll zoom in. Yep, I got a little bit too crazy there. Let's go ahead and fix that up. All right, that's good. That's almost too small, isn't it? Hang on. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. So we got that. And then we're going to come in here with the... Now, this I don't like. Let's erase that. You got to remember, you've always got perspective lines. This one's coming in this way, so your point of view is somewhere down here to the bottom left. So you need to come up and through like it's coming from that line. Sorry. From that perspective point. Damn it. Stop erasing. Here we go. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. Now we want this to be coming from like a 90-degree angle from that thing. So let's bring it down this way. That looks good. And then bring it a little further down. Make them parallel. And then I don't think I need a whole lot of detail here. Sorry, guys. Messed up there. Okay. Really need to zoom in on some of this stuff when I'm doing it. Like I said, we got perspective points, so we need to draw towards them. Yeah, I think that's going to do fine. Let's make that a little thicker in there. There we go. And then this line is going to come straight down, parallel to the other one. And I think right there is going to be good. Now, we've got to erase everything behind that, right? This is why you draw everything behind it, and then the way you're supposed to work is with the background first and then draw everything in front of it. I'm really just, my first stab at this, I'm drawing the stuff that I think is really cool first, and then I'm going and doing the background stuff, But let's clean this up, and then we're going to shade it. Now, the way I shaded the torpedo should give you an indication of how we're going to do this. Let's check in on the chat, see if anything new's going on here. Are they still talking geek stuff? Low Spec is enjoying the conversation. And he's smiling at a couple of points. Sounds like the Chinese that he says sounds like that torpedo is of Chinese manufacture. Is that what you think, bro? I don't know. Let's see. If I went after to get close, it would put me out of bounds. Had to start a what the fuck tutorial. Oh, okay, he's still talking about the tutorial, pissing him off. Okay, they're still talking about that game. You guys enjoy your game talk there in the chat. Anyway, let's clean some of this up. Okay, that looks good. Now, everything to the bottom is going to be black. So let's make sure all our lines are good. They look good to me. Let's check that one right there. Yep, it's closed off. So I should be able to color this really fast. Automatic. Oh, no. That's not what we want there. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. No! See, sometimes this thing messes up. Sometimes it just messes up. God almighty, what's going on there? It's kind of fidgety, isn't it? Wait. Okay, here we go. Why is it doing that? This is very strange. Okay, let's go back a couple of times. Okay. Why is it acting stupid with me today, guys? First, okay, hang on. Okay. There we go. All right, I didn't want it to get that, though. Okay, so let's get back on pin. Now let's back up one. Oh, it did the whole thing. Damn it. Okay. Okay, so let's be up there. Okay, because the other line looks good. Let's tap some of that in there. Just extend the line a little, make it a little darker. Okay, now let's try it. Oh, God. If you fidget too much, it just acts so ignorant. Okay. Let me see if freehand works here. Nope, that's not it. Damn it. You have to have it on automatic, it looks like. Okay. Oh, come on. Joe, fix it now. Oh, you know what? That's probably something that I've seen on other shows where they, you see, I know you guys can't see it. You see that dotted line that's kind of wiggling back and forth there? That was my little scrub. Apparently, it looks like I selected that. Okay, here we go. Swear to God, I get stuck on stupid with this, don't I? Okay. There we go. Yeah, that worked. All right, get down. Now, the next part we want black is this little bitty part here. And I think we can get off of there for a second because I noticed just now that the other side isn't quite black the way we need it for that kind of shading. This one right here, see, watch. When I turn off the sketching, look at the gaps in there. I'd have been pissed if I'd have hit that. Okay. Yeah, I know. Clip him. I'd have been pissed if I hit that, right? All right. Let me clean some of this up anyway. All right, now. Didn't mean to do that. There we go. Now let's see if I can color that in. Look at that. Good God. That's horrible when it does that. All I did was wiggle my friggin' hand for a second. Okay, let's try it again. There we go. You just need a little rub down. What I'm doing is I'm touching it with the pencil. Let me show you. I'm touching it with the pencil and just scrubbing down just a little bit, just to make it do that. Let's see. What you laughing at, low spec? Hope you're having a good time. Yeah, they're still talking about a game in the chat. Okay, so we got that shaded pretty much. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put some further shading. No, I don't think it needs any more shading, really. I think that's going to do. Wait, I do see something that would help it. The sun's coming from top right. So let's go with a line here. And then we're going to put some shade lines in there, like I did on the torpedo. It's not going to be completely black like the underbelly is. But maybe it should be. What do you guys think? Let's try this. Hang on. Bump, 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 bump. Let's see how it looks with it blacked out. Yeah, that looks good. I think that looks good. Now, with it in black and white, you know, it's kind of hard to tell, but yeah, that's the support that holds that torpedo on there that it's dropping from, right? Now we got to get into the boat itself. Let me go ahead and do that real fast. Oops, I hit the wrong thing there. Sorry. Oh, I am sitting here. You guys are watching me instead of watching me draw. All right, let's see. We need a new window. And I believe I have the pictures of that boat on a shortcut. Let's see. My man Das Wolfen got me a picture of it earlier. Yeah, there it is, but hang on. Let me go ahead and... I am just messing up today. I'm messing up today, but we're going to get there. I promise. We're going to get there. If I can find my mouse ever. All right. All right, let's see. I know he gave me the Facebook page for that thing. Oh, well, I can't find that friggin' shortcut he gave me, but that's okay. We will search it up real quick. Seems like I have to do this every time, don't I, guys? Coast Guard Cutter Dolphin. There it is. It's already on my quick list. And images. Okay, that's the one I want right there. Well, that's close. That's not quite it. I want to see it from behind is what I want to do. But I think we can do it without a. Wait! There it is. I think that's it. There it is, boys and girls. Wow, great picture. Hang on, let me get it where you guys can see it. View image. Okay. Here you go, guys. There it is. I just need to flip it around. So let's save that. Save image as. Clickety click 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 click. Actually, nope, that ain't gonna work because it says web file. I don't know how to manipulate web files, guys. So bear with me real quick. I gotta do a quick snap on this thing. And we'll grab that. And file. Save as. Clickety click 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 click. And then we'll close that. Open up the new one. And we've got it here. Edit it. And I wonder, I think under crop, it has a way to flip it. I think. Let's see. Is this it right here? Yep. There it is. Boom. Flipped and save. How funny. Check it out, guys. Coast Guard written on its side backwards. So we'll take that and I'm going to move this over here where I can see it. And we will get to drawing it. Let's see. Vince says, by the way, in your opinion, is tracing a photograph you took cheating or is it allowed? I'm sure there's differing opinions. I'm going to draw it freehand. That's just the way I'm going to do it. I don't really want to trace. Now, the only thing I would trace is something that I already drew. You know, but I mean, if you're doing something realistic, I don't know why. You could do it. I mean, I could sit here and take this, black and white it, and just throw it in there. You know, but yeah, I want to draw it. You know, but that's just me. I wouldn't call it cheating. No, because it's something in the real world, right? I mean, you know, if you want it to be super accurate, yeah, why not trace it? I get the current Adobe Creative Cloud through work, so I use Photoshop still. Yeah, I mean, dude, if I could afford Photoshop, I'd get it, but this is a free version to do it with. And Low Spec says, if the tools are available, use them. Yeah, see, there you go. I wouldn't call it cheating, man. No. I mean, I could easily do that. You know what I'm saying? We could throw it in, we could select it, throw it in here, trace around it, that kind of thing. You know, we could change the opacity of the layer I'm on and draw over it or something, or add a layer and draw over it. I mean, yeah, I could do that, but I really want to, you know, draw it myself. One of my favorite drawings I ever saw, it was from a Battlestar Galactica comic book that Walt Simonson worked on. If you don't know who Walt Simonson is, look him up. He's a really good comic book artist from the 80s and 90s. He did, I guess, what do you think, Dos Wolfen? He's best known for drawing Beta Ray Bill, huh? In the Thor comic books. He did a lot of work on Thor back in the day. Anyway, Walt Simonson, he did a few issues of Battlestar Galactica when they first made that a comic book for Marvel. And he did a spaceship that I really dug. And I sent him a letter about it. I said, hey, man, do you have any blueprints? Because I was a big blueprint collector back then when I was young. I had the blueprints to the Starship Enterprise from the OG TV show. I had the blueprints of the Millennium Falcon. I had the blueprints of the friggin' Star Destroyers from Star Wars and shit like that. And I asked him if that was something that he got from the show or if that was an original ship that he drew. And he said, man, I just drew that out of my imagination. And he actually wrote me back, told me that. And he also said, and he sent me a black and white picture of it. the actual inked, the ink work he did without the colors. And I wish I knew where that thing was now. I should have kept it, but man, when you're a kid, you don't know what these things are worth. But I thought it was cool as shit that he actually wrote me back. Anyway, let's see. Oh, Connie's here. It's good to see you. Let's see. It would be half tracing, half drawing, though, about taking pictures of these little wooden mannequins and then trace and draw them. Uh, you know, if you've drawn a human being a lot, you tend to know pretty much how to do it. Yeah, you could take pictures of those things and draw over them. I wouldn't see any problem with that at all. No, hell no. Because you're drawing original stuff over it. You're not gonna, unless your superhero is Wooden Man, it's not gonna be the picture that you're doing, right? Yeah, it's good to see you, Connie. Good to see you. Das Wolven. I don't know if you heard me or not, but I was asking if you thought that Walt Simonson was probably best known for drawing Thor. I'm pretty sure. Hey guys, I can show you real quick, guys. Hang on. Let's see. I took myself out. I'm sitting here talking to you guys. Yeah, I don't think that's cheating. I'm basically tracing over the sketch I did, And if it's a real world thing, like the ship I'm doing, yeah, I could do that. But I just rather challenge myself and draw it, Like this wing for the helicopter. I don't know if it looks exactly like that. I'm just gauging it off of what I've seen, the images I got. This one right here. I know it looks like a jumbled mess, but that is that's the cockpit of the Huey that the privateer's in, and that's him. It's closing in on his mouth, and he's saying to bring him in low, right? But anyway, let's see. You know what I need to do? Let's see. I think I've already drawn that. Let me turn that back on. Yeah, you see right there. But that's all I'm doing is tracing over my sketch. So yeah, I don't see a problem with that, man. I really don't. All right, so we're getting up against it here. I'm going to go ahead and get started on this boat, though. I want to get some of that done. Let's see. And man, look, they've got some good perspectives here. I like that. All right. So this is the boat. It's got a rounded back to it. And remember, you got perspective lines, man. Yeah, this is a great picture I got too, by the way, guys. Hang on, let me see. If you look at it, that's almost exactly the angle I want. And we can see how it's cutting through the water and everything. That's really a great perspective that I got for that. So, but you've got the back end of it. It's got a ladder on this side. Maybe we put an indication for that. This isn't going to be that detailed. It's really not. This is more going to be, I tell you one thing I'm seeing, it's more flat than that. It looked kind of curved. The bottom of it is, but the back of it isn't. But what we're going to do Yeah, I like that line right there. That's good, but we're going to bring this one a little shorter. Hang on. Let me zoom in on this a little bit. The thing I have to remember to tell myself, though, is not that much detail needs to be in this picture. In this part of the picture, it doesn't need that much detail. We just need to give it a good idea what it is, because it's far away. So the farther away it is, the less detail you put in it. You want people to see what's in the foreground. You want them to see that, hey, a torpedo is fixing to get dropped on these fools, right? That's what you want them to see. This is just going to be silhouettes of guys on the deck, that kind of thing. Now that I'm looking at, I'm going to erase these lines real fast, and we'll go ahead and make new ones. Excuse me real quick. My hair's, yeah, believe it or not, I do have hair on top of my head, and it's driving me crazy. Okay, so we want to take, I do like where the tip's at. Don't clip that. Stop it. You guys get your minds out of the gutter. You've put my mind in the gutter. You guys clip me so much. Anyway, okay. So we'll take that. We'll bring it around like this. Just a quick curve. No, it's not curving. I got to draw that slower. I think the slower you draw it, the more it wants to hold the curve. Yeah, see how it did that? Now the rest of the side is going to be straight. So we just draw a straight line down to here. And then we clean up the line up there. Yeah, these guys on Comics Division, they were talking a lot about comic books last night. They really let Nick go a little bit hog wild. And he was talking about why comics were more expensive now. And one of the things, I wrote it in the chat, and I don't know if anybody was paying attention to me. You know, one of the reasons why comics have gotten so expensive is the material they use to make them. When I make this one, I'm going to do it the old way. I'm going to do it on newsprint. I'm going to bring down the cost of it so it won't cost as much for you guys. You know what I mean? A lot of the newer stuff, it's got, the slick, dense paper. Yeah, I'm going to cut that out on mine. That's what I'm planning on doing with mine, for sure. No, I need that curve a little bit closer to that. Yeah, there we go. Man, that is a good looking picture right there. This is really showing me what that water's going to do. You know? And it comes out from the side of the boat. This is really freaking cool. I found a really good reference picture. I got to tell you, this is sweet. All right. And that's all going to get wider as it goes along, right? And then we've got maybe a little bit more, maybe another splurge right here. Like another one. And then we'll bring in the side of the boat. Actually, no. Don't draw it from there. Let's go from here. Up. You know it's going to get thinner as we go. There we go. Okay, that's good. So, we got to get rid of those little wake marks I've got here. We got to draw new ones. Okay. That's too thick. I put too much pressure on that. Am I on Bakersfield? Hang on, let me see if I'm on Baker. Yeah, I am. Okay. It's just, I've zoomed in so close, even a little pressure is going to make those lines look thick. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. Let's just try to put this in here. And then we've got a little bit of, there's a lot of foam, but then there's straight water coming off the back end of that thing. Okay. And we're going to take that. Then we're going to have the water come screaming off the back of it. And this is the wake it's creating, right? That's no. We've got a lot of. As we all know, this is going to come to a point, thusly, and just turn into ripples. And the foam is going to come out this way. And it's going to dissipate too. But we got to show the... Okay. Yeah, we've got... Let's just draw the frame, and then we'll worry about the rest of it. You know what? I should take that line all the way through. That's what I should do. And then we'll just repair it. This is why you do the backdrop first. So you don't have to fix so much shit. Oh, wait. That should go about right there. And then we're going to do a slight curve on this one. No, I don't think that's going to... I don't think that curve's going to hold no matter what I do. Nope, it's not. You know what? It's going to have so much stuff in front of it. Doesn't matter. That looks good. Okay, I think we're going to fix this real fast. Get rid of our pencil. Let's get rid of that real... Oh! Gotta watch it when you're erasing. Gotta remember, you want some of those lines to stay solid. Okay, so that's looking good so far. Now, a lot more detail is going to go into that boat. But not... I say a lot more, but not a whole hell of a lot more. So, yeah, man, this is looking cool. I like that. I like that a lot. I really do. That's where we're at today, guys. On page... Which page are we working on? Page 3. Page 3. Where is page 4? I guess I haven't put all the pages in here. See, this is page 5 right here. I was working on that early because this is the first... This is when you first see him in all of his glory, boys and girls, jumping between the oncoming helicopter and a crewman on the deck. So I got to get page 4 in there soon so we can keep going with that. But there you go. That's the only one I've colored so far. I'm not going to color another one. I just wanted to see what it would look like colored, and I think it came out good. But anyway, yeah, that's where we're at, guys. We're working on page 3, the inking of page 3, and I think it's coming along nicely. I like it. Oh, man. So that's it for this week on Sketching the Privateer, boys and girls. I want to thank you guys for being here. Let's check in with the chat, see what's going on over there. Let's see. Okay, you guys got going on something else here. Let me take a look. We already talked tracing. Captain Woody. Okay. Vince says, "Oh, I thought that was Nick Weiser while listening to Sharking for Pearls." No. That's cool. He also says, "That's what she said. Couldn't help myself." Yeah, I opened myself up for that one. Like Razor Fist, he did his own actual pulp. Yeah, exactly, man. It's fun. It's fun to create, man. If I could stop working and just do this 24/7, if I was rich, I would do it, and we'd have this a lot faster. But I mean, hey, got to live your life, right? Old school pulp, that is. Yeah, yeah. Uh, some like them thick. Yeah. Well, like I said, when I get zoomed in like that, I have to remember the thing I'm doing is in the background. It's not the focal point of that piece. You saw what the focal point was. It's that torpedo. That's the focal point for it. We know it's going towards the boat, but what you really want to see is that they're in trouble, right? Um, Not enough nudity for page 3. British peeps will know what I mean. I thought it was page 6. It's page 3? Really? Okay. Anyway, let's see. Too bad you missed the Rumble banter. Well, buddy, I'm sorry. When I get the drawing, I really thank you for pointing that out. Really, I'm not being sarcastic at all, low spec. Let me go look at that real quick. I need to get in better practice of hang on, let me go ahead and kill the God blast it. Oh, stop. For some reason it's acting stupid. Okay. Let me kill the Twitch feed. Okay. That should be killed. All right. Yeah, it's done. I need to look at the Rumble side of the house. I'm sorry. I'm really bad about that. I really am. See who we had over there. Oh, it was you two. Let's see what they were talking about. Chinese torpedo. He's not looking here. Oh man, I just remembered why I stopped playing it. Okay, yeah, that little shit broke. Haven't replaced it yet. Great googly boogly. Torp. Something phallic heading for the rear. You guys are horrible, man. That's horrible. Oh my God. Hang on. Let me show you guys. Look, this is not my friend. Let me tell you something. How about chat? Let me blow this up a little bit. Yeah, guys, you see this right here? Something phallic heading to the rear. My God, guys, I am not, repeat, not Gary Kissel. Okay, not all of us are backdoor reference guys, really. But anyway, Juliet says yes, page 3. Okay, all right. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out to me. I do need to start paying attention to that a little bit more, low spec. I need to see when I'm on other people's shows, like when I'm doing that 70s rock fan show, I pull out all the chats and I put them on my main screen here in the middle so I can monitor all of them, because I kind of like, I don't want to be a wrench on anybody's thing because I don't want to, mess up and ban somebody for life by accident or anything. But I do monitor the chats and let him know what's going on in them. You know what I mean? So anyway, let's get to what's going on my channel before we get out of here. I want to thank you guys for being here today. Juliet and Connie Cleary and Das Wolfen, Low Spec, my man Low Spec. I just adore Low Spec. He's such a great guy, man. You don't want to become like me. Hey, man, you never know. You and I might be a lot alike. You never know. But anyway, let's get to what's going on with the channel. You're watching Sketching the Privateer. We do this every Friday for an hour just to keep, no matter how busy my life is, this show keeps me working on the comic book. I try and get to it when I can, but here with Mom being here, I've been kind of busy. So I'll try and get on it a little bit more for you guys. And like I said, I am going to be working on joesatmosphere.com so I can get some of this cool merch that my wife makes. I mean, I can't tell you how cool I think that one is right there. And if you go to my Subscribe Star page, and trust me, not Das Wolfen, but Vince Womack is putting all those links in there. If you go to my Subscribe Star page, you can read the Royal Fox's origin story. It's already up there. The origin story of the Privateer is up there. and the script for the first comic books on there, plus some of my artwork. Go by Subscribe Store and check all that out. But I am going to work on joesatmosphere.com so you can get some of this cool stuff before the comic book even is finished. I'm pretty much leaning towards doing it as a web comic to start with, guys, because I just don't have the money to get these things printed. If I win the lottery, that'll change. But for right now, I think we're going to go with a web comic to try and raise money to make actual physical copies. But anyway, you can watch me work on it every Friday at 1 p.m. right here on my channel. Now, don't forget tonight, you want to tune into Pop Culture Minefield later on for Gaming Night with John. I just realized we have lost our music. Hang on a second. Just play, man. What's going on? Okay, there we go. We got some music in the background finally. Well, actually, we don't, do we? Would hope if I shared it, wouldn't it? Okay, there we go. Now, yeah, tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time, you want to check out Gaming Night with John as he continues playthrough of Fallout, Tale of Two Wastelands. That's coming your way at 8 p.m. Central Time on Pop Culture Minefields channel. Go support John. He's a great guy. Had a ball at his wedding. He's got a lovely wife, and he's enjoying the newlywed game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you guys go check him out tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time on Pop Culture Minefields channel. And then next time you'll see me is when me and Highlander, the guy whose music you're listening to in the background, get together for the Brothers Hack the Matrix. Everything you need to know about the clown show that is 2025 through today's headlines. The Brothers Hack the Matrix every Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Time. And then, of course, Monday, it's Military Monday. Drink and draw Military Monday style. We always talk about military movies while we're drawing on our comic books. Me and Gary Kissel over on Pop Culture Minefields channel. Sometimes Comic Relief Crusader shows up, and he should be starting right about now. You guys go raid him from here, will you? Go over to Comic Book Relief Crusader. Vince, get his link in there for those guys to jump over there and get on his show. But yeah, sometimes he stops by and we work on our comic books and we talk about a military movie. And we do that every Monday at 10 a.m. Central Time. And then at 4 p.m. Central Time, it's time for It's Only Talk and Roll. I'm pretty sure my man is doing a Baldur's Gate playthrough this Monday at 4 p.m. Central Time. That 70s Rock Fans channel always starts at 4 p.m. Central Time with It's Only Talk and Roll. And I think he's doing a Rush show after that. So this week it's going to be Baldur's Gate at 4 p.m. Central Time on that 70s Rock Fans channel. And then, of course, I'll be on at 6:30 p.m. Central Time shortly after he goes off with the newest chapter of Mass Effect 2. So you guys tune in for that at 6:30 p.m. Central Time on Monday. And then Wednesday at 3 p.m. Central Time, we do another drink and draw. And they're always talking about a movie. I'm not sure which movie they're doing this week. But 3 p.m. Central Time on Pop Culture Minefields channel. Come over there and watch me and Comic Relief Crusader and Gary work on our comic books. And that's at 3 p.m. Central Time on Pop Culture Minefields channel, and then zip over to my channel at 5:30 p.m. for my favorite show of the week that I do, State of the Atmosphere, where we talk about everything pop culture. I had a lot of pop culture stuff last week. If you missed Wednesday's show, Last Call with Troy Pacelli showed up on my about halfway through the show. We were talking Superman, so go watch that replay. I love it when my friends pop in. He did it by accident. He was supposed to be somewhere else and hit the wrong link, but hey, he hung out like a champ, and it was a lot of fun. You guys come check it out. We talk movies, TV shows, and video games, all my favorite stuff. So come check that out at 5:30 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday, and that leads us right back around to sketching the Privateer. So let's check the chat one more time before we get out of here. He's got all the links. Like I said, check out the Subscribe Star. If you want to know more about these characters I'm drawing, go over there. I tell you what, I'm gonna do some work on this stuff this weekend and get a little bit more stuff up there for you. The written stuff only costs you $1 to look at, and my artwork costs you $5 to look at on Subscribe Star. Go check that out, man. And then Vince, give me a thumbs up. What's up? Sharking for Pearls. That's the music you're listening to. Go check it out anywhere you get your music at. Spotify, iTunes, all that good stuff. He's going to be an hour later today. I wonder why he's starting later. Wasn't it a half an hour later yesterday? Or excuse me, last week? Wasn't he starting like half an hour later? I don't know what that's all about. But anyway, you know what? He did just get a job, so he may have to change his times because he just got work. So, but you guys definitely look. The link is in the chat. He's got a show this afternoon. Go check it out, man. He's a lot of fun. Let's see. He's got work stuff to do. That's what I thought. Yeah. There's a kind of rush all over the world. Yeah. I think he hasn't decided if he's going to do 2112 or something else, but he's definitely doing a rush show in 2 weeks. But this week it's going to be a video game play. Also, Vince wants to let you guys know, cheerio, guys and gals. Stay nerdy, everybody, and have yourself a wonderful weekend. Juliet as well says, have a good weekend. Hey, it's good to see all of you. I want to thank you guys for being here. Like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff to help us out. If you like what we're doing, support go by and see my website. If you want to get some original artwork by me, send me an email. There's a way to contact me on the bottom of the website. Check out Subscribestar if you want to know more about these killer characters I'm creating. I just created them, a long time ago, but a lot of my friends told me I should do a book on it, and that's why I'm doing it. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for being here, and until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless.